All right, super excited here today on the Wilmington Spotlight. We have one of the guests we've been chasing for a while. The reason being is when it comes to the Wilmington Spotlight, no matter what guests, no matter what area we touch on, you are involved in the background. So, Star, welcome to the show today.
Well, thank you, Austin. I'm excited to be here and be part of this. This is amazing.
This is absolutely amazing. So, first and foremost, let's start with Wilmington Tewksbury Chamber of Commerce. Is exactly why we are here today.
Okay. So
to start out, the Wilmington Tewksbury Chamber of Commerce. What exactly is it? What is the Chamber of Commerce and what does it do? Let's start there, Star.
All right. So when I first started, I really didn't know what the Chamber of Commerce was when I first started my position. So when I first started, I thought it was just people helping a business and then let it go. But to me, what it is being a middle person to kind of bridge together a new business or an older business and the community that we live in, because we're only going to be as good as the businesses that run our towns, if you think about it. Like, that's what makes us special, I feel like. So for me, when I first started, I started meeting mom and pop shops. I started meeting, people from here, places that I was shocked that I get to work with every day, which sounds funny because I love people and I talk a lot. So, Austin, you might have to cut me off a few times.
We love it. No, it's all good.
But no, I see people who've come into our towns and started with nothing and literally killed it. Like, have the most successful businesses and don't need us, but have continued to stay with us to continue to help us grow as a community, not just as a business, Honestly, the Chamber of Commerce is a place where you can come and connect with not every business is part of it, but we are more than just the business that are part of it. We're part of the community. So any business that are really a part of it, I try to help regardless. I try to do stuff for them, but it's a place where you come and connect, with other business owners, with other businesses, with the town manager, the mayor, Austin, with all of us.
Let's go on that. Let's actually use a live example so let's do a little background on Star first. Okay. All right. So let's start with me and you actually come from the same industry.
Yes.
So we met prior to your service on the Wilmington Chamber. So currently I serve as a board member on the Chamber.
Thank you.
Thank you, Star, for having me. And you are the executive director.
Yes.
So to clarify, you're the paid person that we actually have on payroll for the chamber that actually runs the chamber, and the board helps to support you and you help to support the board, and we all work together to basically support small and local businesses.
Yes.
Now, coming from a background of mine, so that's why we love each other.
100%.
So you actually used to be a processor in the mortgage industry.
Yes.
So from my background experience, I know one thing is common between the two of us. Our Venn diagrams definitely collide in the gift of gab, because you need to be talking to many different people, right?
Yeah.
So we've talked to 1,000 different borrowers, different all walks of life. So with that, you need to be able to talk to all different. So what I do a little bit is I work the numbers and stuff in the background and stuff of that nature. And what you did was you organized that all for me, right? So when we work together, we're actually a unit, me and you. I have a processor behind me every day, and you actually keep us organized. You help do the paperwork. So by the very nature of who you are, by what I know about you in our industry and the fact that makes you so good at what you do in the mortgage industry, that actually translates really well into what you do here at the Chamber. All right? So you're on the road a lot, you're visiting businesses, you're talking a lot to them, and then based on that, you're helping to organize, right? So the gift of collaboration here is bringing the people together.
Yep.
So talk about that. You've now actually gotten to see firsthand. We kind of grew together. We kind of grew up together and came up together in the business. And in my terms of my service for the Chamber and your service for the Chamber, we've grown together.
Yep.
So talk about that. So you've seen firsthand what a Chamber business can do for the Chamber, for a business like mine, right? And so at the very beginning, let's just start out. What are some of the things that you would be able to offer something like an awesome rates, right? What are some of the, I think, the events and stuff, right?
So as, joining a chamber, my biggest thing I tell people, it's the personal, the one-on-one with people you meet. And being part of the Wilmington Tewksbury, you have access to all our chamber master and all that stuff, of course. But to me, to be successful, I honestly think meeting people, going to events we have, whether you're hosting it yourself as a new chamber member, you're willing, you're able to do that, or just the fact of coming to an event that we have, that most of them are free, and actually being out there and just meeting other business owners where you connect in different ways sometimes. You might not work with them, but you might be like, oh my goodness, this person's amazing to work with them. And, oh, we both do this. Let's help the community in this way. Or like, let's donate for the scholarships for the kids. Like, there's so much stuff as you coming in as a business owner or working for a company to be able to do through the chamber. We have magazines to promote for you guys. I mean, it's so much that the more you put in, the more you get out. But me as an executive director, I look at it as what can I do for you that you don't already have?
Right.
So coming in, you just don't want to be another person like, okay, I went to one event, nothing happens, let me go. I want to make sure, okay, so you like to come to events at this time, or you want help with this. So we do email blasts. We do, if you have a flyer of upcoming event or a special, we try to help you with that, along with you're looking for help. A lot of things we've noticed is people join us to see if they could find, people to help them work out, whether it's a restaurant or, anything like that. That is where I am, your middle person, to try to get you to the next spot, next person to meet to help you with that business.
And I think it is so invaluable, and I'll say this slowly and I'll say this concisely, because it is so invaluable to bring together small business owners, like-minded in the sense that they want to be networking. So we want to have another person in the room full with a pocket full of business cards. That is my objective for this event. So the reason why it's so great is, you create these events, you formulate them. Now, you touched on a few things here. Time of day. So you have morning events where we have coffee chats, or maybe afternoon mixers and stuff, maybe, food and drink. You give a variety of options to the business owner and to the business public so that the small businesses have time to collaborate, right? But not only that, you mentioned, like, if you want to do an email blast or if you want to do one of these events. So for me, getting my business off the ground, it was really important to also, like you said, host an event with you. Yep. So you helped me basically do, let's say, a chamber chat, or we did a coffee event, and I hosted at the Starbucks. You helped me host, come on down, meet Austin, do this. What an invaluable tool that is for my community, right?
Yep.
So that's one of the huge pluses is we have an area of networking for small businesses where people are actually looking like-minded for each other. This 100%. Isn't a cold call, right?
Yep.
So what are some of those events that we offer for the chamber itself? That's one of the ways we start, right?
Of course. So, we hold mixers, which it could be any time of the day. We try to do that. That brings a bigger group. Normally those are after hours when we do mixers.
Right.
We try to do like a chamber chat or a coffee time. That's normally earlier. And then we also get different people there, and then we do virtual stuff. Because obviously not all of us can leave our businesses.
Right.
That's one thing that I think people look past, where I know where I was before this, I couldn't leave the office. So I would get on a call.
Role.
Exactly. Right. So depending whether you're an owner or not, or you're just an employee of there who's trying to promote for them, we do all kinds of different stuff. We also host, like I said, I'm trying to think. We do bigger events, obviously.
Coffee chats are some of them. We did speed networking recently, which is speed dating, but switching cards on a speed networking turntable.
I love it.
That's cool.
Hilarious. I'm trying to get my mom to speed dating, so the speed networking was like fabulous for me. I'm like, this is good practice. I'm going to host one of these. But
my wife thought it was us going up with the business community, going up to speed date the residents. Yeah. So I said, no, sweetie.
That's awesome.
So that's one of the great events.
Yes.
Now,
and Bayberry does a fabulous job. They host it for us every year. They cook. There's chefs there. I mean, okay, they're not the best because we have freaking phenomenal restaurants around here.
We do.
But they do a great job, spoiling us there. And they love to be able to create different stuff for us when we're there. So I'm very thankful for them every year to host that event. So
yes, there's so many great community members that get involved. Amazing. Now we just had the Taste of Town, another incredible event. That's awesome. All you can eat for like a $30 ticket.
It's crazy.
Like 12 restaurants.
Yeah, and it's funny because I don't get to try them there, but I do get to go into the restaurants, and they do spoil me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I go in Three Amigos and I come in. They're like, "Here's your taquitos," and I'm like, "Oh my goodness, yes, thank you. No, I don't need those. Yeah, okay, I'll eat them. Thanks."
Oh,
but
yeah, don't force me.
Yeah, don't make me do. All right, I'll
Twist
take them. Yeah, But no, the Taste of Town's amazing. So that is one of our events we host every year. Mm-hmm. This year we had it at the Hilton. I'm pretty sure we're going to do it again at the Hilton, but we'll let you guys know wherever it is. They do a great job hosting us. We had 12 different restaurants. You pay $30 at the door, or you can get a full table for $250.
It's incredible.
And to me, you go and literally try the amazing foods from all these different restaurants, and it's from Rocco's in Wilmington to Three Amigos in Tewksbury to the little places we have. It gives me the goosebumps because it makes me proud of working for the chamber when I see people there and all these businesses killing it. And then you get to vote on your best family meal or your best appetizer or dessert. And to me, that's where like they shine. And then after the event, we go and give them chef hats for being winners. You also get a plaque if you don't win, because they work so hard and donate their time and money to raise money for scholarships. So that's one of our biggest, besides just promoting them, it's for scholarships for the kids, you know?
Such a great night.
Oh my God, I love it. It's a blast. I have so much fun every year we do it. Amazing businesses donate raffles. Like, we do so well, and it's obviously because of our business and our community that we live in. So I'm very thankful and grateful for all of them.
I think that's so important, and I think your role really speaks for itself, where it's such a natural role, because the community, the businesses which serve that community, then the community which then patrons that business. Like, it's such a symbiotic relationship that it's just so, and we're so reliant on each other. And these are the people that, weirdly enough, when you see these business owners, you see these people and we're donating or things like that, it's our business. So like, we're helping our own community by like giving back to the kids that, you know, in essence, that's who's coming to us for our business. So it's crazy to see just how involved some of these places are. It's incredible.
I love
really
it.
is.
I do. I get so excited to think about it, honestly, what people do, whether it's just coming to the event and being there or donating to it. It's both so important because we raise regardless which way it is. And they see their name and people go to these restaurants and they're like, wow, you know, I've gotten calls where they're like, thank you so much for like having, you know, this thing. My son went and talked to the owner of this business and now he has a job. And I'm like, wow, how funny it is to think about these kids coming to help us, talking to one of the businesses there, and then being successful in their own life, being a young kid in high school, getting out of you know. So it kind of is like a full turn around with everything we do. It
does. And to start a business around here and to have that support, so not only to find events, to find networks, to find people to contact and interact with, right? It allowed me to find other events. Like, it springs out from there. It allowed me other contacts, and it allowed me to get invited into a B&I. It allowed me to get invited to different multi-chamber events. So multi-chamber events can be different area chambers having a multi-event, which can be huge.
Yeah, which it can be big because you get a complete different amount of people. They get different business.
You get hundreds of people.
Yeah, and you know, we try to do a few a year, and we try to keep them pretty close because I know sometimes it's harder for businesses to have to leave and go travel an hour. So we try to do Reading, North Reading, Stoneham, Woburn, and you know, people like that area where it's still businesses that, you know, we can promote to and work with. And sometimes those business connections that they make at those multi-chambers are better than, you know, a normal one sometimes. You know, you might find that one person that is like, oh my goodness, like I have this, I would love to be able to promote my business through you. Now they're, you know, collabing together and it's like, wow, this is like, I'm like a mom. Like, I get so proud. I'm like, when I see stuff come out that isn't even part of the chamber, just them doing it separately, I'm like pumped. Like, that's what fulfills me as a person. Maybe it is because I'm a mom and like the motherly thing that I want to take care of stuff, you know? I want to make sure if something's not going right, what can I do to make it better? And I know I can't fix it all, but if I can try, I will, you know?
Right. Which is why I think we were so lucky to have you in the last couple of years.
Well,
this has been incredible. Right.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Between the chamber chats, between the multi-chamber events, between the quarterly mixers at night, there is so much for a community member to get involved in. And like you said, most of them we try to do are free. We are not trying to burden anybody with this. This is strictly trying to promote the small businesses 100%. And stuff of our area, right? So this is a beautiful tool for anybody that's getting involved with commerce in the area, and you can't say enough about it. So how does it actually work? We meet once a month, right?
Yes.
And so you actually have an office somewhere?
So currently I work from home. So during COVID, we had an office where we currently have our address in Wilmington. We still have our mailbox there, and I have storage there where I keep all the stuff from our welcome bags that we do. So that's our spot if we have to go to. And also our treasurer has an office there. So if anything ever happens, I'm like, hey, send it to Dan's office, and he helps me with it. But so I currently work from home, but I'm on the road a lot. And the one thing that I'm so blessed with is I have so many board members that I can go sit in their conference rooms if I need to. So, or the library. Like, we have so many different people in the community that are so open to let me work, you know, in their places if I need to. But a lot of times I want to be out there. I want to meet the businesses. I want to meet, you know, like the different people in our community, go to the town and see what they're doing differently. And I think that's why I love my job so much, because I'm not just sitting at a desk all day.
Yeah,
does that sound horrible? I'll lose my mind if I did, you know? So to be able to be out there and be like, hey, Austin, let me just stop by and bring you a new sticker for your window and be like, hey, what can I do for you? is huge. Because those little things like that are when, like, hey, listen, I can't find help at the restaurant. Like, I've been trying. And I'm like, oh, perfect. Well, you can do it on our website. Let's put it on there. Let me throw a blast out for you, what you're looking for. So being out in the community is probably the best part, which soon, supposedly I'm going to have an office soon. So we'll be seeing that come in.
I do believe.
When it happens, then we'll do all that. But until it happens, you know, my house is fabulous.
There you go.
Yeah.
So with that all being said, it's incredible the amount of work the Chamber does, the amount of events that the Chamber is responsible directly for. But on top of that, if I were to want to get involved with the Chamber, to look for you to see the Chamber, you're also involved in every other community event, whether it be the tree lighting when we do the ice sculptures in the winter. You are definitely involved in the 4th, Town on the 4th.
Yep.
Fun on the 4th. You are involved in Fall Fest. So anytime there's a major Wilmington event, the Chamber is usually going to help support, if not collaborate.
Yep.
So I run into you everywhere, which is one of the pluses of the job.
Oh, thanks. I was going to say the negative.
Right? No, not at all. No, it's great because I think as anybody young trying to get connected and didn't know what I was doing at the beginning, it's like great to be able to walk up to you and be like, hey, Star, where are we going next?
Huge. Yeah.
And you'll shoot me an email. You'll take the time out of your day to actually coordinate that because that is what you do. And so it's great to see it because then like we see all the collaboration. We see the growth from that. You know, because a couple of us younger members, we started out how to build our business. Now a lot of us serve on the board, some as vice president. You know, a couple of our close friends now.
Yeah,
so
I love it. We have an amazing board. I have amazing people. Like I think I wouldn't be as successful as I am if I didn't have the board I had.
Right. And
I'm so thankful.
Right.
100%. Like, you know, as working for the Chamber, I am the only paid member. You guys give your time every time we have an event or at our meetings or anything I have. I can call you at any time and be like, hey, listen, I got this. Can you help? Like, I am a lucky girl. Not everybody has that as, you know, so.
I think that says a lot about our Chamber because I think that's why one of the reasons why I wanted to spotlight you. You're at everything. So now someone can put the name to the face and they'll realize how involved we really are in the background of everything. Not all chambers are run that way, and not all chambers are involved as the Wilmington Tewksbury Chamber. Now, our business members, we go from everywhere from bankers to carpet flooring, Michelle over at Capital Carpets. We have, what is it? We got all sorts of different junk removal,
everything.
kitchen.
Like literally anything.
We also have a selectman from Tewksbury. Mark serves as our president. So the community is so involved, and we're so involved in the community. Most members serve on multiple boards. Because the Chamber really is, like, to me, it's one of the centers of gravity when it comes to networking in our community.
I agree.
So when it comes to businesses or small businesses or anyone, to get involved, a great place to start is
100%.
So how would someone get a hold of the board? Like, how does somebody get a hold of you? Do they, you know, is there a website? Do we have a Facebook and everything?
Yep. So we have a Facebook, Instagram, and a LinkedIn. But at any time you send any email to star@wilmingtontewksburychamber.org or info, same thing, or admin, it all goes to me.
Okay.
And anything you need, my phone number. Once you call, I'll give you my cell phone number. You can call me directly.
And you can find all that on the Chamber
Everything's
website.
on our website. Yep, you go on there. If you want to apply for an application, it shows you pricing. If you want to see the scholarships we've done.
Scholarships. You can see other members too,
everything,
right?
Yep. You can go right in and put in, like, say you're doing like a cleaning business. You can go in and see cleaning. There might not be a few of them, and you might be like, oh my goodness, there's not cleaning businesses. Or even if there's a few, it's still an option for you to get out there with other cleaning businesses. Be like, how did you do this? Or who can help me, you know?
So that's one of the resources. So explain to me. So on the Chamber website, you have all of the members, and you can search what we do. So if like you needed somebody that was a cleaner or something, you search the cleaners on our members website. So
and you'll see them on there.
Right.
And we also do, which is great, is we do a magazine every year.
Yes.
You can purchase, you can purchase a spot to have your stuff, or regardless, if you are a member of the Chamber, your information is in the back of that magazine.
It is.
And it's funny because people think that people don't want to hold stuff and read it nowadays. I get more phone calls for these magazines than I do for any other thing I have for the Chamber. And people love it. And it's the fact that not just people have, like, you know, their ad in there, but it's you have all these businesses that you can go through. And I've noticed a lot lately, you know, smaller, like mom and pop stuff has closed. And I have a lot of seniors calling me saying, hey, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to send you a magazine. Here's my information. Whatever you need, let me know. I can connect you with 3 different people who do this, or 3 different people. Call them. They will call you and you will love all 3 of them. And then you can go meet them. Like, that's my biggest thing, is to be able to promote you guys any way I can, and you guys be able to find us any way you can, whether it's online, logging into our website, our magazine, our socials, our other businesses, anywhere you want to find us, anywhere you want to apply, any questions you have. Everybody who's on our board, everybody who you reach out to will be able to help you with that too. So
I love it. And so let's say I did want to find a plumber, I could reach out to you, and then I get somebody reputable, because 100%. You know that they've been working around the area, they've been working businesses in the area, they've worked for people we know. They couldn't have, it's somebody that has to be trustworthy. Otherwise, 100%. It would have gotten back to the chamber, and the chamber wouldn't be recommending business. Sorry, not to interrupt you, but as being on board, so every month when we have our meeting, right,
we present our new members, and we have to approve of them. So, that means that I'm checking, a lot of the different stuff, just because I want to make sure, if you're looking on our website and you're looking to get your mortgage, and I tell you, hey, Austin's the man, he's the best at what he does, and, and really I never checked what Austin was, like, I would never be able to do that. I would never feel good about it. And my board, yes, 100%. So my board is my second check of all that. And they have to give 100%. The okay before we approve it. And that's why, when you're looking on there, that it's the best of the best, honestly. We really do. And if we recommend them, it means we've either used them, one of our family members has used them, or someone that we know in the community has, and we know that their records are showing us that they can do it better than anybody else, and we love them. And sometimes maybe I'm like, hey, Austin's my favorite, I love him. But, I mean it because he's fabulous. We wouldn't have you on the board if you weren't great at what you did either, you know? We got great Lori Petty. She's amazing at what she does. We have the best of the best. Right. And I'm just very proud of that,
Yeah. And
I use it all the time, too. I literally use it all the time for myself. And I don't live in Wilmington, Tewksbury. That's what's crazy. I live in Methuen.
Well, that's the thing, is you got a Lori who grew up here, 5 kids here. 100%. And 100%. So it's not just us serving on the board. It's it's people that believe in our community.
100%.
I am involved with sports and everything else.
So thank you for what you do too, though.
Well,
give yourself some credit. Not just
this. Well,
it's
been an incredible ride. It's been an incredible ride. And Star, you're one of the people, because you were in our industry, you got to actually understand and see what I was doing. And
it's not easy either.
No, it's not easy. But a lot of people actually, recently they're like, so what is it? And these are good friends of mine, so we do those spotlights and stuff. But you were in our industry, and it's been a ride, and we've grown together. Me and you.
Yes, we have.
It's been cool.
I met you before I became this, and it was I remember meeting you for the first time. I'm like, you're a rock star. We got along. I remember us being in the office talking, everybody be I'm like, this is great. He's awesome. And we're in the same business, obviously.
Correct.
So I'm like,
I've done your job, right?
Yeah. I'm like, I know how stressed out you are right now, because that just happened yesterday, So, and I think that's the best part of our board and other members, is they've gone through what you did. So you come to an event, and you're coming out just to see stuff. Then all of a sudden you start talking to someone, you're like, wow, he's awesome. I want to start working with him or her. And to me, when I see those connections after, I'm like, this is what I do. This is what makes me happy,
To me, I'm not sure the referral is going to be the best thing I've ever gotten from the chamber, rather than having a conversation with somebody at an event about staying up at 2 a.m., worried about bills, the entrepreneurial mindset.
Yeah.
That conversation, being soothed by somebody who's done this, a mentor, somebody that understands what you're going through, like you just said. Because everybody that's gotten to any of those positions, we've all had to go through that growth period, the beginning, the nervousness. Way more valuable to hear from somebody, you're going to be all right, you're right where you should be, than it is to be like, here's the deal. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't need a referral, but
I get
you know what
you're saying is 100% accurate.
Of that at an event, to just be told, keep your head up, keep going, you got this. I mean, that type of
that's huge.
I leverage that into keeping going a lot, Yeah,
because if I can leave an event and be like, hey, Austin, let's hold this thing, and we're doing all this and that, and then we leave and everybody's miserable, it's not good, and they're like, the people weren't good. No, when you come in a place,
feel encouraged.
100%. And you said, you might not get that referral every single time, but you're going to meet people in your life that you're like, wow, they're awesome. You're right. You know what? I had a bad week. Maybe this wasn't my best month, but you know what? Who cares? And I know for you, you've been killing it. So obviously what you're doing is correct. And I know you're on a million boards, and I love that, because you bring that back to us too. And that's what I appreciate. Seeing the stuff you guys do for the community and the kids. And that's, I sometimes think people are like, oh, do you think the chamber is going to go away as kids? No. I see the most amazing kids when we do these scholarships and we're reading these applications. I wish I could give, I want to give all of them. That's why I promote some of these events like crazy because I want to give every one of these kids scholarships. I'm like,
Right.
you got this. Like, oh my God. Like, yeah, you're working 2 jobs and you're killing it and you're playing sports and your grades are like way better than mine ever were. How is that possible?
And when
like,
they get here, we'll be here for them.
And I can't wait.
That is going to be awesome. Because
that's when it's going to come back to me. Like, I almost cried like a mom right there. Like, it's
well,
going to go
you'll
back
look at
full
them and
circle.
say, hey, I know exactly what this feels like in your first day.
I love it.
Here's how you introduce and get in touch with the town. And then the process repeats itself.
Yeah.
I'll definitely have no hair left by then. So that'll be good.
I probably will still have all this hair. It's called hairspray and lots of curls. Thank God, because if not, Lord have mercy.
So we'll keep it going over the years with all these types of things. And that is exactly why the chamber exists, to support us and the businesses. We see nothing but positive things come out of the chamber. It is Wilmington and Tewksbury, which is another positive. So we get to bring 2 really strong communities together. We operate and serve both towns equally. And, we rotate having like our annual lunches, which if you haven't been to the annual lunch, it's incredible. You got to come down.
Definitely.
That's free to the public, welcoming. And we end up having a massive spread of food at those things. Usually rotate between towns every year.
Yep.
The ice sculpture. Right?
Huge.
What are we doing for the 4th? What's up for the 4th? Fun on the 4th.
We don't do a lot as like the chamber. Like we help in Tewksbury, actually, we do an event for the kids that one of their departments do. So I go every year and help them with that. The 4th kills it every year in Wilmington. Like they do an amazing job.
Yeah, they do.
I just help promote for them, and that's what I love about it too. I call them, they promote for me, I promote for them. Like, it's literally, we're a team. Regardless, we're not all together. We help each other to be better. And I think that is the biggest thing. But yeah, ice sculptures. People are always like, oh my goodness, what's that? I'm like, you sponsor an ice sculpture. Whether you're a chamber member or not, you're allowed to do it. My thing is, you get so much visibility from the community. You purchase one, you don't like sponsor one of it, and it goes to Wilmington and Tewksbury for their nights. And they do an amazing, they do the Santa Claus, and it's just amazing. We do a great job. Yeah, and I'm always there to get to take the pictures of everybody, and I see the kids smile, and they get to go next to the ice sculpture and put their faces in, and the amount of people who see your name and your logo on that is huge. Like, I've had kids, which is funny, I'm not putting one out there, but Drains by James, their emoji's a poop emoji, okay? We all laugh at it. Every single kid looked at that and was like, Mom, it's a poop emoji. So then now they're all looking at the sign. They see all the different businesses on there. And I told them, your logo is fabulous because you make everybody laugh, So that's the part of it that I love. I see the kids smile. I see them, they come over and they take a pic. And it's all because of our businesses and our community that we're able to do this,
Right. And it makes sense because a lot of our business owners, a lot of our community, the entrepreneurs in it, we're small businesses, they're the parents.
100%.
They're the aunts, the uncles, the coaches. Like, we're involved in our own town, our own neighborhood. So it just makes sense to reciprocate. And, the chamber really does. It starts there. So can't say enough positive about you, Star, and the chamber.
Thank you.
All right, Star. Last minute plug. What do you got coming up for events? We just had an incredible event down here. A nice coffee chat. We just gave a tour. Erica from Code 1 spoke. It was an incredible day.
Amazing. Business to business. Fabulous. Oh my God. We had businesses from everywhere. Banks. And I mean, the amount of people who came out to support
great day.
Each other as businesses. Erica Code 1, because obviously their food is fabulous.
That's when I dragged you in. I said, we're going to a podcast. And that's it.
My goodness.
So this event's been incredible.
Amazing.
What do we have coming up this spring, leading into the spring, coming on up?
So
I know we have the golf in the fall. But
yep. So every year we do the golf. That's huge for us, raising money for scholarships.
Yep.
And we're also, this year is going to be a comedy show that we haven't done. That's going to be in October. So you guys...
In place of the bingo this year, you're doing comedy show, right?
Yep. So we've had a few bingo events from some of our other members that have hosted them, and we've gone to and helped. So we kind of said, okay, you guys did a great job with that. Let's switch it up. Let's have some comedy in our life,
Love it.
So yeah, we have that. If you guys check our website in the next few weeks, whether you're a member or not, you can see any of the events we're having.
Right.
I try to put on it so
member
anybody can use it.
Anyone can use the website
Hugely.
and the calendar and get networking.
Yeah, so say you're part of the town and you're having something huge that you want everybody to let me know. I can try to help you out. That's my biggest thing. I just want to be able to promote. But once you guys see how amazing that event was.
Chambers all the time. So that's another thing is just because they're from a different area and they're in a different chamber where they live, they're not going to join ours, but they can still come to our events.
100%.
And that's huge to get other people involved, to get different groups and areas. So really excited for the next couple of events. I'll be looking out in the calendar.
I love it.
Get to the website. Just got rebuilt. So that's beautiful.
Yeah, we did a lot of work on it. So keep checking it out. It could be daily that things change on there. weekly. I try to keep up with it as much as I can, but sometimes it's hard. But you will keep checking it. You will see it. So.
All right. Love it. Let's
Love
go.
it.
All right,
Awesome.
Star. We'll have to have on you again.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me.
Of
This was
course.
amazing. I was so nervous. I'm like, this is fabulous.
We're fine. Because all we did was we really talked about the benefits of
Yeah.
the chamber. And it's so simple and straightforward. If
Yeah.
you're a small, young entrepreneur, if you haven't built the business, or if you have already built the
Yeah.
business and you're looking for growth, then come on down and we will absolutely enjoy your presence.
100%.
So,
Yeah, awesome.
can't beat it. Thanks,
Thank you
Star.
for having me. This was great. I appreciate you.
Have a good one.
Thank you.